the Chairman Senate Committee on Labor Relations and Labor Relations, and brother President representative of all senatorial districts, distinguished senators, and welcome. Respected colleague here, Honorable Sosa, he is very high in Bulgaria, who has a trade about the work, or he only represented here regular chief Benjamin. Please take my regards to him. It's the man for putting my wife and my woman back to the nation proud, going forward, the parliament service. I am so proud of that. So Your Highness, Michael, going to Governor of other fathers, the members of the delegation here present, members of my staff, gentlemen of the press, ladies and gentlemen, I want to welcome you to the People's House. We call here the melting point of the needs of Nigerians. This is where we also call the solution hub to provide solutions to the hydra-headed needs of our country, Nigeria. All we do here is to listen to problems. All we do here is to put solutions to those problems. And the solutions, those solutions are put in the legislative pots of the National Assembly. So you are welcome. Feel at home. This is your house, like we say in the People's House. And I'm happy that you are participating in this participatory democracy. I say so because democracy will only work when the people is meant for. Believe in the ethos and the principles of democratic governance. You and I know that most of the states that were created during the military dispensation. There was no gathering like this, hardly so. It was a decision of the military to take a position, and that was what it was. But today we are dialoguing. No? We are doing what they call Georgia. Not war. We are engaging. And that is what democracy promotes. People to engage, for people to talk to one another, for people to agree and find a solution. And are you right in approaching the National Assembly for your concern? The answer is yes. That was why the Speaker asked me to welcome you warmly. We were presiding for about 5 hours like the National Assembly. Today we had to pass the budget of this year, and not an easy job. He would have loved to be here, but he was tired. And I know you wanted to see me and see him, so I'm wearing 2 caps today. But there is one thing he has also informed me to relate to you, that he is willing to meet few of the leaders by tomorrow afternoon at the end of his day. So if you're still around, tomorrow we can make arrangements to speak with him. He sent his apologies, but also insisted that actually that who he was supposed to meet is the Deputy Speaker, because in the National Assembly we share our duties. We've been here before, like rightly pointed out, the duty of constitutional review falls within the mandate of the Deputy Speaker of the House of Representatives. So you are knocking on the right door. We present issues bordering on constitutional amendment, which I know state creation is a constitutional amendment issue. If there is a president that has what it takes to create an extra state, it is this president that we have now, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. It was a man who has the courage to not only observe the inequity or distribution of states, the lopsidedness of it within the two political zones across the country, where the Southeast has only 5 and others have 6, and even 1-7. There's a president that has what it takes to make sure that the history of Nigeria, that democratic presidents use democratic process to create a state in this president Bola Ahmed Tinubu administration. So whatever you're going to do, make him do it this time. Please don't give up. Lobbying is part of the democratic process, parliamentary process. Pushing the parliament with their need and pushing for their agenda is what democratic principles with regards to the fulcrum of democracy, which is the parliament. It is expected for you to do what you do. And in doing so, we want you to always have the right stakeholders engagement list for you to reach out. Senators must be beyond my brother who is working very hard, but they are almost calling him Mr. Anioma. Yes, he sleeps at Anioma, he wakes up at Anioma. If he sees me 100 times, he talks about Anioma 101 times. And several have asked me what to be governor of Anioma. I said, not that. I want the dream of my people for 70 years to be achieved during my time. But you know, it's politics. Nobody is going to bully anybody. Nobody is going to ask anybody. It is going to be true dialogue. Okay? For me, if you ask me what I want, what I will propose, I will propose what will reflect the core indicators that we should look at in greater states: geographical location, geographical spread, the history of the people, the heritage of the people, viability of that state, economic viability, the politics around the state. These are some of the things we are supposed to look at as we work towards blocking the gap. Who are our neighbors? Who is joining us? Why should they join us? How do you talk about where the capital will be and where the capital will not be? That one is political. So we look at political element, we look at geographical element, we look at economic resourcefulness of that particular state that we want to take. We look at our history, our heritage. You know? Because the man should not be alienated from his heritage. The man should not be displaced by the act of another man. From the history you just mentioned, if the river Niger was being used as a yardstick of separating people, when our life goes beyond the Niger, then it needs to be revisited, because water is not enough to cut and slice our heritage. So if we have history that goes beyond the Niger, we have culture that goes beyond the Niger, we have relationship that goes beyond the Niger as a people, those who have been alienated should be considered displaced from their history. Those who are displaced should be brought back. This one about displacement by reason of colonization. By the colonial masters, intention to divide the Igbos, divide and rule policy. You were displaced. Kampala Convention that the president signed into law recently saying all the internally displaced people away from their heritage. An aspect of that convention that was signed will be a pathway for them to be reunited in their place of heritage. So, this is the kind of argument we should put forward. Is it viable? If the answer is yes, how have we convinced the others? Because heritage is there. We dress the same way, speak the same language, worship the same traditional God, and the children. So, but there is the issue. The Nigerian relocation. This is the conversation we should be having. Where the capital will be becomes secondary. The most important thing is there the willingness, because you cannot force a willing master on an unwilling servant, or a willing servant on a willing master. On both sides, we could be masters or servants, or servant and master. What I'm trying to say is that in partnership, a man does not partner with himself alone. You need a hand of partnership extended from the other for you to claim we are partnering. And this is not a project that will be anchored only by South-South, or anchored only by South-East. Remember, what we want to increase is extra state in the South-East. That was what I moved as convinced the joint sitting of the senators and the House of Reps to accept that one extra state is needed for the Southeast. This is the truth. And Mr. President is watching how you go about it. Because no matter what you do, if you pass it in the parliament and the president is not convinced that it will not cause disharmony, it will not cause war, it will not cause, he will not accept to it. And it's not a free bill that goes to Mr. President that he assents to. Does it make sense? Yeah. So he wants to see the human elements in this negotiation. How are you agreeing with one another to move this forward? If anybody tells you, we'll just use our gavel, and that is the end of it, no. Remember, it is still going to go around the whole country. And if the people in the north see that this one they agreed for us to have extra one seat in the south, that we are fighting each other about it, do you think they will encourage their people to vote for it or not? So it's a long walk that needs patience, that needs understanding, that is a give and take spirit that must be used in securing it. Let me reassure you that as long as I'm passionate about creating a trust in the Southeast, which has made me to convince my colleagues, the National Assembly, to accept for the first time, and as long as I sit as the chairman of this committee, I will always prioritize having an extra state for the Southeast. And the one I have in mind is the one that will involve my brothers who are outside now, joining with their brothers who are inside to become one. We are tired of having our brothers scattered all over. We want to consolidate. That way, we will no longer call the Southeast a dot. Okay? That is where we are headed. We are not going to steal it. It is our heritage. It is our entitlement to join with our brothers. We will give support to make sure that this negotiation, this engagement will be perfect. The President, let me repeat, is watching. What we give to him is what he will work with. I encourage you to give him peace. I encourage you to make his peace taking the right decision. I encourage you to make him know that if this decision is taken, nobody is going to fight it. I give you an example. To give consensus, as we speak to you, you will know there's no appeal. because Mr. President insisted that stakeholders must engage to decide who represents. I was deeply involved in it. As the Secretary of the Election Committee, I called out the National Working Committee of my party. I swore the name of it. So I can tell you that I was aware of most of the negotiation. Those things that look impossible, they are possible when brothers decide to sit, to discuss, to dialogue. So, Anioma Maman! Anioma Maman! Ibo Maman! Ema kepu ne womu yuna su bege. Ebe ne obo turu ni Igbo. Obe kwa olu kucha sobre na bege. Ana tie ni Igbo, ana lo wafo. Ana lo wafo. Mandeze. Ina suchara bege. O bege guru kwesere so. Ga o kutu na bege, o de kutu ni Igbo. Ga ana lo ni Igbo. Igbo Maman! Igbo Maman! Igbo Maman! They were